Welcome. As night begins and LA quiets down, businesses begin to close their doors to the public. Nightclubs and the nightlife begins to slowly pick up pace. And our Cainites awaken. As you do, Iris,
Yes.
you open your eyes to see
Mhm.
in the room Olivia reading a letter.
You got a letter, and not from me?
I didn't. You did.
Did I? Well,
Seems our guest has arrived.
oh, I see. Right, you're gonna have to... Right, give me a quick rundown on the proper next steps.
Well,
I mean,
do you remember the customs you used with me?
yes, of course I do.
Okay. It's about the same, only the other way around.
What do you mean?
Accept 3 gifts, depending on how many there are. If it's just him, 1 gift. If it's him plus his servants, usually 2, it's 1 each. Then offer them something in return, along with the best quarters in the house. Or in this case, the domain, which would be the building you purchased.
Yes.
They have it for 3 nights, and then after that, you can provide them that mansion as you wish.
I mean, didn't I technically give the papers for the mansion already away? Or is it not considered yet?
Well,
There.
you did give the papers away. Think of another gift for now. It's mostly symbolic. The idea is that you're putting out the message that they are not to be harmed while they're here. You do not intend any harm upon them, and they bring a gift to show that they intend on that same day.
I remember last time you've told me that because like a haven or a domain was mine, and since I was not to be there, it was not so strict, but I suppose it is now?
It can be. Things are complicated, and it entirely depends on who exactly you're dealing with. In this case, given the age, I would expect him to be extremely tied to traditions. I would also advise you bring at least a few members of your pack alongside you to greet.
Including you?
Well, obviously.
Well, obviously I will. Do they need to prepare any gifts? Or do they just need to be polite?
Do they own the domain?
I mean, do I actually own every land bit here?
You for the purposes of this, you own the domain.
Okay,
Don't
got
act
it.
like it's ambiguous. You own the domain.
Right. All right. Well, the several
If
since
your pack members don't own the domain, it is imperative that they do not give or receive gifts in this specific scenario. They are not the
got it.
owners. If they give or receive gifts, they are claiming to be the owners of the domain.
I see.
A show of respect is fine. Exchange of gifts in terms of tradition, well, just remember you're not speaking our language with them. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Right. It's mentioned as a gift. I mean, could it have been an advanced gift? I mean, essentially, I did say that it was for the Revenant's master.
Well, gifts don't always need to be physical. I don't think having a gift provided ahead of time would be wise. At least when it comes to the tradition.
Yeah, but
maybe offer time out of
vessels.
your night.
Oh, yes.
Knowledge.
That's
Something of the sort. A service. You don't need to offer a thing. You just need to offer something. A show of peace.
And I suppose books are not gonna cut the deal?
They would, if you have one.
I mean, I did already translate those. I do have some Book of Not pages, don't I?
You do. I'm not gonna tell you your business. I'm just going to say, remember what the gift is supposed to be. It's a show. It's a message. It very much will determine how your relationship with this...
Way not to place any pressure on me.
You're the Archbishop. I doubt there could be any more.
Listen,
pressure.
picking out gifts is definitely, especially for intimacy, is definitely one of the most stressful things I have ever done.
Why not reach out to Jack?
I mean, I will. But okay, fine. With the Cainites, with the books, and so on. Also, you said free gifts. Does it mean the gifts need to be exchanged in 3 nights?
No. 1 gift, 3 nights. That's usually the pattern. The 3 gifts would be more if he brings along servants who are also guests. But that's if they're not entirely dependent on him. They're individuals in their own right who happen to serve him.
Right. So there could be even vampires among them.
For all we know. If they're just ghouls or some minion of his, no gifts need to be exchanged, but... No. I think you get the idea.
I get the idea. I'm going to...
Where would you like to receive the visitor?
Well, you did say that the best building in the domain is currently that mansion, which was restored and renovated.
I'll set it up then. You gather whoever from the pack you wish to bring.
Mm-hmm. Well then, I'm going to basically text the pack and see who answers.
Mm-hmm. As you begin typing on your phone, Olivia opens the window, drawing back the blinds, and with a step on the windowsill and leaning forward to the outside, Olivia vanishes into the breeze. The pack begins receiving texts. Jack, you are in your haven. You're probably reviewing some volumes you've collected recently. Let's just say that. And, yeah, your phone buzzes.
Jack receives a message. I am going to raid your library.
Oh. Sure.
Well,
Any
our
reason?
library. Iris basically just says, let's meet at the library.
Okay.
Alright. And...
Jack will send an emoji of a dragon and a question mark.
Iris sends a response emoji of like this like sighing. And then a panicked emoji.
Okay.
And
Miguel.
then the gift emoji.
Miguel, is the project with like two-way mirrors with some abyss mysticism and some bullshit? Is it like ready-ish?
So. It's not
Oh.
100% usable, but you can probably improvise something on the fly if you really, really want to.
Then I probably would... If it's gonna take like more than a few hours, then I'm just gonna drive to the library.
Okay. Well, as you get in your car, we cut to Gabriel, aka Aiden, who is at his haven, possibly preparing for the rest of the night, scrolling through the recordings of daytime surveillance he's set up as of late. And then his phone buzzes.
Well, he's going to check that because the few people that have his number have his complete attention when they call.
It's an address. You basically get an address. Meet me at the library. And you will notice that the library is capitalized.
You'll just get us a text back that is on my way.
Also, Iris will travel to the library through a tree.
Mm-hmm. Well, given how each of you is going there, and the fact that Gabriel has never actually seen the library in person, he's just been told the address. I think the first person to get there would be Iris, and then Jack, you basically bring your car to a stop slowly near the library, and you see Iris already close to the door, sort of looking up at the building that feels far more serene than it did before, when its previous occupant was in control.
Yeah. So, anything specific you wanna get?
I mean, I guess I'll know when I see it. Hmm. But yeah, I need to get a gift. So I'm here to raid our library. Spoils of war and all that. By the way,
Most of it is
whatever I'm
difficult to
raiding is
access.
not coming back.
I assume so.
All
Mm.
right. Shortly
Let's
after,
wait for it.
Shortly after, another car parks just behind Jack's vehicle, and out comes Aiden, or Gabriel. Still looking like the surfer guy that you've decided to modify him to look as.
Well, to be honest, if Aiden is in the pass already, R63 is not gonna be so hard on the person. It ain't humanity no more.
Well, as Aiden is now in public, he kind of gives the guys an easy smile and an up nod as he puts his hands in his pockets and walks over casually.
Actually,
He's getting better at it, but it's still not natural, and you can tell.
what
It's a bit
probably
uncanny.
definitely benefits Gabriel at this current moment is the fact that his appearance of the sun-kissed surfer dude and all that was flesh crafted. Which means
Yeah.
regardless of how low or his humanity was or how low his current road rating is,
Yeah, that's just like wearing the mask.
he looks very high humanity. Hello, Gabriel. Hello, Jack. Let's go inside. Not gonna be talking at the entrance.
Yep.
Okay, then.
And if
In that
but
case,
wait,
you.
Storyteller, do you want to describe
Yeah.
the library to Gabriel's?
So, Gabriel, as you approach the building, it is this rather tall tower, almost tower-looking building, with almost a warehouse shape near the bottom of it. As you approach, you see that right at the tippy top of the building, there are signs of some wildlife living up there. Bats, maybe birds. Something's fluttering in and out of it on almost frequent basis. As you make your way to the front door, and the three of you make your way inside, the inside of the library, past the front desk, is corridors of books. And Gabriel, I will ask you to roll me perception awareness, please.
You got it. Does tactical apply?
Not in this case, no.
Fantastic.
Don't forget the holiness of Pelese. Look, it doesn't work outside of VtM. I tried it in D&D, it doesn't work. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So, as you observe the library, you look at these corridors of bookshelves. You look up at this dome ceiling in the lobby. You sense that not specifically here, but deep within the library, there's something off. Like there's remnants of something.
Well, the way she typed library, I am assuming it has something to do with that, and so I'm going to turn my gaze to Iris.
That is an absolutely wrong interpretation of what Iris meant by the library, but I accept that.
No, he
The
doesn't
Library
have any
of LA
guess.
Vampiric Congress, okay?
He doesn't have any idea of what it meant. He just knows he feels something weird, and that's probably related.
I assume that at the entrance it's not visible, well, actually, as soon as we're in, and Gabriel is done looking around, Iris starts walking towards one of the library wings. So I'm sure Gabriel should start seeing all the shelves and rows and columns of books.
Yeah, well,
I'm-
he's a good boy. He's gonna fall in behind you.
Yeah, you. So Aiden, you do see as you go further into the library, slowly you start noticing that the types of books present there get what you would consider more and more valuable to your average Cainite as you go deeper into the library.
Shiny.
Based whether Gabriel is just going to conclude out of character, my perception of Gabriel's intellect is going to strictly depend whether Gabriel is just going to realize that the library is because it is the library. But once in one of the library halls, Iris is going to turn around. Right then, our domain has some important Divitsa guest. An important Divitsa guest has arrived within our domain. And it seems that I am not exempt from the following the ancient Divitsa hospitality rules. And I'm not entirely sure that it is simply because I'm the Archbishop. I'm pretty sure that it is tied to other things, and Jack might see that Iris just throws this exasperated gaze at the bone ring. But I suppose being a metamorphosis does entails that I follow more than just that practice of the Tsimitsa, among other things. So, today we're going to be receiving that guest. Now, are you aware of how hospitality works for Tsimitsa?
With my single dot of etiquette, would I be?
You may roll for it, actually.
Fantastic.
So let's say int and etiquette. See if you know it.
Somehow I don't think abstract thought applies to this.
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
It is pretty much written in stone concept.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
this doesn't apply.
Hey, look
Okay.
at that shit.
While you have never met someone of the Zamichi clan until you got out of the Shadowlands, you did hear... Where were we? Ah, yes. So, Aiden. Maybe
Yes.
it was during your education, maybe it was during conversations with the elders of the old clan. I mean, you've never met anyone outside of that bloodline who is a Zamichi. But you might have heard the customs mentioned here and there. While you don't know the specifics of it, you do happen to know the very basics of it. There are gifts exchanged, there is lodging provided, etc., etc.
Miguel,
Hmm?
YouTube is not up.
Should be up now. Are we back?
Checking. Twitch is up. Yep. We're back, baby.
Beautiful. Okay, so, Aiden, you got the response, yes?
Yes, I did.
So, that is what you know. Proceed.
Are we okay? Well,
Well,
are we here to find gifts?
well, I am here to pick a gift for our Dimitri guest. But also, I also need to prepare some backup gifts because if they have any other allies, guests with them, not ghouls, but individuals, those too should be provided with a gift. I mean, at least picking a book for Dimitri is so much more easier than picking a gift for a Cainite of an unknown clan or road. Right then, two important things. You guys don't need to pick a gift.
Okay.
You guys even shouldn't offer a gift. Otherwise, that will be seen as a challenge to my dominion, and that would probably mean that I would have to do some Dimitri dominance play.
Would you like our assistance in picking out gifts for you?
What would you keep? What kind of book would you pick for Dimitri?
Well, if they are from Europe and they spend a lot of time there, history books might do the trick if they don't really care about.
Yeah, and also history
meaning
books
of the
might
game.
read like fan fiction to them, given their
That
age.
is true. That is true.
A rare journal from someone of the area they are from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Last time I
I'm
brought
go-
a book, it was somebody else's research. We didn't like that, do we?
Right then. Jack. You said you've had some. You said did you finish cataloging the library?
Did I?
We can say so, yes.
May I? And Iris points to your forehead.
Go on. Jack will connect himself.
Okay, so I'm going to use perception shift to basically access, like, like Jack's internal catalog of like books. Right?
Okay. So spend one blood.
The fuck is
And
gonna go?
Jack.
The fuck is gonna happen?
Jack.
Yeah.
Would you kindly roll me?
17 dice of ag.
No. We'll say just flat stamina. This isn't soak. It's just to check if
love of
you're not
God.
gonna take any. You're not gonna take any damage. This is
Yep.
to check if you can like withstand what's
It's
gonna
painful,
happen.
baby. It is painful, baby.
It's not painful. So basically, what happens is Iris connects to your mind, and you feel the usual shebang when you connect to her brain. It feels like this alien presence watching you just from the inside of the back of your mind. Only at some point, she seems to narrow her eyes, focusing, and you feel your mind racing. It's like you're having like a week's worth of memories playing in your head in like half a second. It feels dizzying. It doesn't hurt, it just feels dizzying.
Yeah.
And at some point, you almost lose your sense of balance, you stumble, and eventually you do like fall on one knee, kind of bracing yourself on the ground.
Can I like
Not
catch
Not really
him?
aware of your surroundings.
Imagine basically Encyclopedia Britannica online library. And imagine basically shifting through like abstracts about like every single book they have online in screenshots, but with like a super fast speed. That's what's going on for you right now.
That is some next level neurospicy. What the fuck?
Yeah, Gabriel, yes, you can brace his fall just to stop him from, getting knocked to the ground. At which point, Jack, almost as if by instinct, you just grab onto Gabriel as tightly as possible just to not fall to the ground. And at some point, you blink and the connection is broken. It doesn't hurt, but you feel like you just got, grabbed by the leg and just flung around for a while.
Right, Miguel. Now that I've finished
Download.
scanning the library for content, what I'm looking for is probably like the ideas that I had is I know there were some books on like mage stuff or like like theoretical books that are not standard Cainite, like series.
Let me.
May I just say what exactly I'm like actually trying to find, like the concept. So what I think would be best in terms of like providing, like interesting material and research topics for the VtM would be, first of all, not some really old mortal magic treaty, right? So not looking for something from like the Dark Ages or stuff like that, right? What I'm more looking for is perhaps something a bit more modern, something that perhaps is viewed even like with like with a few like also like exploring certain like modern scientific like ideas like quantum entanglement, like quantum physics, etc., through the like lens of mortal mages, but not in the sense that it explains how it works or whatever, like basically choose it out, but as like theories, ideas, etc., because that could be really well like in Iris's like mind, that kind of like a more to say, theory of everything about like some sort of like mage theories, but like with modern, like through more modern minds, that could be possibly very interesting to somebody who's 100% a Khaldun given their age and stuff, and like that would like researching that and applying those ideas, theories, concepts to like Cainite magic would be something Iris herself would be very fucking interested in doing, and that's why she's looking for such a book.
Nerd placating other nerds, basically.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I will give you the answer to this regardless. Just make me a quick intelligence academics roll, please.
Academics or occult?
Academics.
Okay.
Technocracy books, let's fucking go!
I'm gonna spend the willpower.
Thank fuck you did. Holy crap.
Fuck happened. Holy shit!
Anyway, I'm gonna roll
Okay.
again.
One success.
Okay, fine.
It's fine. Shit. Okay.
Also,
Shit.
why not occult?
Hold on.
A reason. There is a reason.
There is a section where you might find a book like this. In fact, there are a couple of titles that sound like what you're looking for. Thinking about the context from which you're approaching the situation and the conversation you had, you also come up with a few ideas in case, in case this one doesn't work out, like in case you don't find an appropriate volume, or at least a backup plan for if the gift being presented feels like it doesn't quite match the receiver of that gift. Namely, in the history section, this library does contain a few volumes, not about Eastern European history, but about Native American history and spirituality, which could be interesting as a backup if this book that you're looking for does not quite work. However, you do have the section for quantum physics. In fact, a lot of like physics related books, and specifically about quantum physics, you do have one that is more studies and concepts explained scientifically, and one that's more esoteric approaches to the subject. Theories, ideas of what might actually be going on, more not so obvious explanations of things.
Okay. Anything more like mortal magic? Like, like quantum physics is not the, how to say, it's not the crucible of the book. It should, like, my idea was to handle it. I mean, worst case for worst, I can always grab one on Native American, quantum physics, and the esoteric stuff.
You can.
Light reading. It's considered light reading. It's one gift. It's just light reading.
Well, yeah, you can collect one of each. You did spend a point of willpower, so it is one success. So you'd find the basics of what you're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah,
You could also tell us what you're looking for and ask for help searching the library.
Yes.
But why do I need to search? I don't need to search the library anymore. I just downloaded the entire catalog.
I mean, Jack has the entire catalog, so at least two people here know exactly what's going on.
Two heads and shit.
You can still like search the library, like the sections you you know about to see if you find anything a bit more
Yeah, I mean,
specific to
so
what you want.
basically,
but-
I'm going to first of all, I'm going to fetch those 3 books that I've already like determined that could do as a light reading, so to say.
Mhm.
Light
And
trademark.
honestly, since not a single of those books actually fits the exact like high expectations Iris has for such a book, I suppose 3 of them could potentially combine into with research into what she had in mind.
Mhm.
But she's also going to basically go and have a more detailed look at like sections and parts of the library that have some mortal magic. Books about mortal magic.
For
Okay.
real mages?
Well, I mean, we don't even know how to like tell them apart.
I do. I
Yeah,
just
but-
feel this shit, man.
No, yes, but do you know whether like a book on mortal magic is about true magic or sorcery or hedge magic or anything like that?
Check might actually.
If there is magic
Well-
present, you can detect it. You yourself do not have the knowledge needed to distinguish between texts about the two.
Yeah.
If you see
Yeah.
examples of them, you can tell the difference. If you just read about those examples, your power has no real way of distinguishing.
Yeah. Well,
Well, Jack, I now
I
have your
plenty
entire
of
catalog.
Cult.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is Necromancer's library. And you know how they like their research.
Oh yeah. Worst case, we can hit Delmont.
I mean, again, he's still, in a sense, a necromancer. Listen, I've already detected 3 books that could essentially combine into something that I initially was looking for, but honestly, I will say that my search query was quite bold and very ambitious.
Refinement? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
What?
Need help?
I mean, I know where everything is. Wow. By the way, how was it for you? The brain scan?
Days in. But was it who I think
believe
it was?
you would have. I believe you would have fallen if I hadn't caught your arm.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Last time you almost fell when you were scanning Gabriel's memories.
Imagine nonlinear geometry.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
I mean, I suppose very quick information processing is also a problem. Well, either way, if you have in mind, basically, Iris tells you the name of the 3 books she has currently in mind,
Mhm.
and she tells you to which section she's currently going, and basically, she tells you and Gabriel that you two can certainly look through like maybe like some other books, like she's going to be exploring whether anything is suitable. But from her, as a perspective as a metamorphosist, these 3 books provide the necessary research value altogether.
If this library belonged to a necromancer or does, I'm not very clear on that. Perhaps you
did.
could find some interesting books on death.
The problem is more with the way necromancers like to handle their research. It's their research often reads like instruction guide.
Yep.
That is research notes. That is not something that is of high value to us. Research, knowledge gained without empirical research is pointless. Thus, knowledge that is more theoretical or knowledge that is research opportunities gained from acquiring the theories, that is more valuable.
Do I know any books like that would fit necromantical research criteria that is like a theory about that, or like that is universal truth that can be useful? Not just like go there, do that, get that result. No imagination.
Given the fact that you have the merit you do, I'll just have a roll in the background to see if the library has that type of stuff.
I think I'm going to ask Jack what part of the library would have perhaps journals on the body and dissecting them to see all the different muscle types and that kind of thing, because not necromancers, Zemitsi, they love all that stuff.
They have fuck ton of empirical data.
Yeah,
Iris,
I don't know.
I didn't know that you were interested in flesh crafting or body modifications.
It made sense in the fact that it could be a potential gift for the people
Oh
coming.
no, that would be the most pointless gift ever.
That is like gifting them an alphabet.
Yeah, especially to someone of their caliber.
Have you ever seen these structures where people have peeled away meticulously all the flesh from the nerve endings?
Yes, I have done it
to keep
myself.
them on display.
I have done it myself too. And I'm nowhere near their mastery. That should tell you something.
So, Jack.
Essentially, bringing to him such a book would be the same as coming up to a professional programmer and giving them Dummy's Introduction to Discrete Mathematics. Is my allegory clear?
Yes, it was clear from the beginning.
All right.
Well then.
So, Jack, the result of your roll. Unfortunately, that specific approach, you don't have any volumes that would be that specific approach that would fit this situation. They'd feel too cut and dry with no exploration venues. At least not for someone who's not versed in necromancy, like very well versed in necromancy.
Right then. By the way, I'm actually going to text Olivia and ask, by the way, is the time for the is the time for the meeting set?
They are waiting for you.
Right, okay, fine. Now then, I should probably find something to wrap the gift in. Does this library have any, I don't know. On the other hand, How long would it take me to use Eden's touch to basically make out of skin some like gift wrap for the books?
Using Eden's touch? A
Well,
while. Using regular flesh crafting, if you know what you're doing and you know, have a subject that won't struggle too much, you could probably get it done in like a few minutes. Biggest challenge would be keeping things dry.
Yeah.
What do you mean dry?
Well, when you skin someone, it tends to not be the driest process.
Yeah. If you bleed them dry, that's still gonna be like, there's still gonna be some amount of blood.
It's gonna be gunky.
I'm going to look through the library. Given that Freya looked like a hoarder and probably was a hoarder, and I'm going to look through the library maybe for some intricate, I don't know, chest or like a holding box, or maybe something else I can purpose for the wrappings of the gift.
Okay. Can you kindly make me the roll that you usually make to interpret scrying?
Perception awareness?
I know what's gonna happen. What the fuck?
Intelligence occult, you mean?
Yeah.
Basically, when you do your premonitions, the interpretation roll. Sorry, out of curiosity, Jack, what do you think is gonna happen?
That there is a box that is no fucking square. That is a massive no square. But she didn't tell me she's looking for one.
No, but that's a small box.
So,
that's not gonna fit 3 books.
So.
Okay.
Iris, as you look around, eventually you do find an office, maybe a reading room, by the looks of it. You do see a number of containers that rest around. Some are like crates, some are boxes. And when you look into the room, at first you go in and reach for one of the boxes, and then you stop yourself. You take a few steps back and just look at the room. The position of all the objects seems odd. Things seem to be almost holding a password just in the way they're arranged. And you begin to almost like trace things with your finger. You head towards the fireplace. And as you brush your fingers against the top of it, you feel the carvings on it. And eventually you feel one specific carving. In the floral patterns of the fireplace, there is one carving of a walnut in the middle of them. One of many carvings. But you gravitate towards this one specifically because the room was arranged the way it was. If there's anything, it's here. And you push it, and it caves. And as it does, you hear a click in the room. And I'll let you do whatever you want. If Jack and Gabriel followed Iris, they saw this Malkavian chicanery going on.
Yeah, I remember that Freya pulled a sword of Huntress out of some hidden orifice in the wall.
Did you? By the way, when the click happens, does something happen in the room?
I mean, it sounded like something unlocked. But
Where did the sound come
visually, nothing has changed.
from? Where did the sound come from?
Somewhere in the walls. Hard to identify where.
Can I use Auspex or something?
Tell you what, I'll allow everyone to make... We'll make a collective roll of this. So, perception and investigation. And everyone has to roll. Careful would apply, yes. And I believe tactical would as well, because you can think of it as, like, you're trying to find where someone would put this.
7
It's
successes.
at least one success.
Okay.
Luckily, I didn't do bad either.
Cool. Okay. So the three of you begin looking around the room. And eventually, Jack, as you check near the paintings, your foot brushes against something. You look down and you notice that there's this rim along the wall, like the bottom of it. A bit of it seems to be slightly ajar now. And because you have such good memory, you remember that this wasn't this way.
Yep.
And with a little nudge of your foot, you realize it's loose.
Like, it's just the bottom part of the wall.
Yeah.
Like, that extra. Yeah, like, I would check.
As you check, you find that moving this little piece of the wall reveals essentially a storage, like a small storage inside. You see a few wrapped items and a few things resting around. Some idols made out of straw, some statues, one book that is very, very clearly magical and not in the Cainite way, and something fleshy that seems to be resting on one of the sides of
Something
this safe.
fleshy?
Yes.
Something fleshy? What do you mean?
Well, Jack's looking, so he can't quite tell what it is.
Do you think Iris would not go there?
She
It's
would.
like Jack opens and he's like, "What the fuck?" And just gets fucking pushed by Iris.
Hey, I found this hidden like storage.
Iris just yeets him away.
Yeah. Well, as you look inside, you see the same wrapped items. None of the idols really tell you anything. But the flesh thing is about this big. As you reach in to try and... Are you pulling it from...
No, how big is it again?
Like a break.
About this big, not too big.
Are
you trying to like reach in and pull it, or...
I'm actually first gonna like check it for like magical, like like magic, any maybe wards or whatever. Like I know better than to touch shit and like
perception
in a blood
awareness.
sorcerer. So.
Do you know the better though?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Not
7,
magical
7
at all in the traditional sense. There is some remnants of some magic, but it is magic you recognize. It's Coldonism.
The bug of touch shit inappropriately.
I mean, does the fleshy thing seem to be alive, or is it desiccated?
It feels like if you touch it at all, it feels fresh.
Hmm.
And you
Mm.
do detect what you could at best describe as a faint pulse, but it is not a natural thing. So it's
Could
kind
I
of hard to
perhaps
identify what it is.
use Eden's touch, or like, I don't know, like to see what it's like, what's its structure?
In Eden's touch, you wouldn't be able to do that with Eden's touch. You'd need to like actually examine it extensively. You can just pull it out and examine it, but that's another thing.
I'm about to go and like observe hospitality rites visit the eldest. This is really not the time to grab something and, I don't know, end up in a torpor. That's the issue.
Entirely up to you.
I'm not planning to piss off Olivia and potentially another Elder Spawn right now.
Mm-hmm.
I basically put it out. There's some coldness traces, don't touch. Like, literally, we shouldn't touch anything here right now, just in case we get fucked over right before meeting
Yep.
our very important guest.
Sounds like we can't return here.
Exactly. And plus, we can return here with Olivia, and Olivia can take a look at this. Or I can return here without Olivia and take a look at this. But probably now that I've thought of it, she already knows about it too, so... Anyway. Yeah, that thing seems to have a pulse. And, you know... Basically, I call dips on the flesh break.
Sure.
Right, but still, okay, cool, we found a secret room, and that's amazing, but I still haven't found
Oh, you have
a
boxes
gift bag.
there,
Gift.
so yeah.
No, I'm looking for something presentable.
Yeah, there are like chests and stuff that are not like. It's not like the previous owner of this place was into shabby looking things.
Okay, cool.
She has
okay,
a very
fine.
nice reading room.
Okay, I'm gonna just basically ask Jack to... Jack, you can detect and dispel
Yeah.
blood magic and the kind. I basically pick a chest that is most appropriate size for the books I have, so that they're not like, so that the chest is not oversized. And I ask Jack to check that box for magic.
If it's not the box. Yeah.
No, like, listen,
The
wasn't
box
that
is
box...
way too fucking small. It's
exactly
this big. It's not gonna fit even one book.
Look, we know who the fucking reason for that box is. He can fucking stretch it. For all I care.
Anyway, Jack,
yeah, like-
can you please check this box for me for magic and stuff? We didn't want to bring a cursed item to our guest.
No, we don't. Yeah, I'm a check.
Mm-hmm.
Like, problem is I can check for non-Cainite magic.
It does not have any Cainite magic on it. So
Okay,
it has no non-Cainite magic on it.
Let me just check.
But does it have Cainite magic on it?
Good question.
That I cannot
That's
know.
not something
I
you can check for.
I can just yeet my 10 dice and try to dispel whatever the fuck is on the box. If there is sense.
While Jack is doing that, because Olivia said to prepare also like some backup gifts in case there's like some other people with the Zimidza. I'm going to go and look maybe for... Let's do the thing that Cecil did to me.
Which one?
You gotta bring Cody.
Oh no, like basically, maybe like find some like like magical scripts that require like translation or like
I
something like
see,
that.
I see. That.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, within the catalog, there are a few historical scripts that have yet to be translated. Without translating it, you don't know how useful it'll be, but it's always an option. So yeah, you do have some.
Wait. Does she have the Voynich manuscript?
Hello.
The
The Voynich manuscript. It's like this esoteric, pre-medieval, esoteric scripture about some like practices and whatever, which.
So you can roll. Actually, I'll have Jack roll because it's his library. Jack,
Yeah.
roll just a 1d10. If it's 8 or above, no. Nope.
Alright. Let me check again the wording of counter magic. Also, do I get thaumaturgical rituals because
No, you
this sorted
Uh,
pass? Okay.
It is specifically said in the rulebook that this
Yeah.
is something that even non-thaumaturgists can learn. Someone who doesn't practice magic at all can learn this.
Can be taken in character creation, can be spontaneously developed. It is always out of clan discipline. Yep.
You can just roll.
I would just try go balls to the walls and like.
The difficulty
like,
is that
just-
of which of
The
a
ritual
magic
would
type
be.
you don't know. So.
So that is just half the dice pool. So that would be just necromancy and Assamite sorcery and
Well,
Satite
it is
sorcery.
in this case, if you're dispelling something on a box without knowing what is affecting the box, even if it is a type of magic you know, you still get the penalty because you don't know what you're fighting against. That's kind of the point.
Pelisse. Let's fucking go.
Nice. So you focus on it, and after about 30 seconds of just really like
Thinking about it.
no like imposing a lot of your will onto whatever effects there may be, you essentially push them out. And as you do, just roll perception awareness to see if you notice something.
Careful.
Yep.
That will make it fat 7.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So as you do this, so you know what this feels like. It's almost like a presence disappears. From every direction, you get that sense, apart from right behind you. And as you glance, Gabriel is just standing there minding his own business.
In fact, Gabriel might be practicing how to greet people as Gabriel.
Yeah.
Standing off in the background.
But you did notice that, like, as you dispelled whatever magic was around you, you felt that fading presence, and you just realized that it was never in that direction. In fact, it was avoiding that direction almost. With that amount of successes, I might even, like, let you know that specifically Gabriel is almost warding off this type of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. But like, yeah. I did my best, and if I can chest. Just give me a second.
So yes, Iris, you now have a thoroughly non-magical chest.
Amazing. So I'm gonna put the primary gift into that chest. Then I'm going to. I remember that there was. I remember that Freya once said that she had something on, like, basically the Finnish, Baltic, like, way of nature and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Given
Something she
that
was
I have
specifically not willing to share.
too bad, not like I don't give a fuck anymore.
I don't give no fuck
I
no
don't
more.
think she's in a state where she can give a fuck, so.
Yeah, either way, because like that book was quite interesting before, in a sense. When Iris was still developing her way of nature.
Mm-hmm.
Now that she has, she's considering that this book, if there's like another Zibizical Dune of the sort, this could be like a worthy, like, research thing.
Yeah, I can just allow you to collect it. I mean,
Yeah.
there were enough
And-
mentions of it, and you know it's somewhere around. You got the catalog, you know where to find it.
Yeah, so
It's fine.
basically, once these, like, the chest and that other book is collected, Iris this time won't be able to step through the tree, so she'll basically ask Jack to quickly also drive her back to her haven. She's going to take that book with the crone, because she's already translated that page. And it exists in digital form for her too, right?
So why don't we do? You go to your place. I drive where we are needed, and I pick you up somewhere on the way.
No, let's just go like we do now.
Sure.
The haven is on the way anyway, so I'm just gonna pick that page from the Book of Nod that was
Get new
given.
ones?
No, not one of the new ones. No, it's gonna be that the one that used to belong to Giovanni.
Ah, I see.
I mean, if they ever remember that page, the funniest part? They ain't absolutely ever getting it back.
Hey. Who said you gotta be Italian to be stingy?
I mean, of course, instead of actually handing over that page, the backup for that, depending if there's like a third person I need to gift something, if they're young enough, read modern enough, or maybe actually the opportunity to learn how to use computers would be a valuable, like, research anyway. I could just actually give them a... Tell me, Jack, what do you think? If I give them my digital copy, untranslated, of the pages in digital format.
That would be a challenge. That is good. That is not free knowledge.
Well, technically it's also a relic, so...
Hey,
obvious...
nothing tells you not to gift puzzles that are useful.
Hey, listen, a USB drive is just, honestly, a bit less impressive than an old page. But on the other hand, that old page has only a couple verses of knowledge or information.
You could offer a new laptop with the information already loaded onto it.
Oh. No. No. All right, let's just drive back to the Haven. I'm gonna pick up my digital Book of Nod collection and the page.
Translated, untranslated?
No, obviously all untranslated. Good. Like, do you think I'm going to share with them my
proprietary code?
My proprietary JavaScript scripts to translate ancient languages with the most Malkavian method? No. They can read the books and study the language.
Gotta put the legwork in. Yeah, sure. Let's fucking go.
All right. And with
Where am
that,
I meeting you at? Or should I just
you're
follow you?
You're coming with us in a car because straight after the Haven, we're driving to the meeting.
All right.
all right. As you leave to go to the vehicles, Aiden, can I ask you
Yeah.
to roll willpower?
Yes, you can. Um. Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
slow. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
That was a really good fucking roll. My
It
God.
was.
Oh, yeah.
Roll20 is being very nice to you guys, except for the 4-1s roll. But yeah. I guess
We
you
got
got
bad
all the
luck out
bad
of the
luck.
way.
Yeah. You
Yes.
got all the bad luck out. Right. So, Gabriel, as you walk out of the building, you feel this relief wash over you. And you notice that it's almost like something in you was drawn by that place. Like something about you wanted something that was in there. And now that you're out of it, it feels almost like someone who was just freed from their addiction. You don't quite know why, but that is a feeling you get. Do you react to it somehow?
I'm making a note mentally, and I'm going to talk to Jack about it while Iris is in the house.
All right. Well, as we get to that, we'll take a short break, 15 minutes or so. While we're gone, please consider subscribing to the channel, checking out the links below. We have a lot of good stuff, like the songs we use in the breaks, made by one of our previous players, and the Sabbat the Schism book that got a very big update recently. Keep an eye out for The Roads of Enlightenment, the new book coming out. We will see you in 15 minutes to conclude tonight's session. See you soon.
See ya.
Welcome back. We rejoin our pack members as they drive towards the mansion north of the territory. As you approach the area, you have to stop the car before proceeding on foot through a slightly overgrown dirt road. You walk through that road for about 5 minutes straight until you can start to see the mansion in the distance. As you approach, you see at the door there is the same old gentleman you met during the blood feast. He sees you approach and gives a deep bow.
Remind me of the first time I've met Cecil at the doctor's.
You want me to...
What was... Yes, for me as a player, because now I'm panicking. This feels like an exam.
It is.
Kind of is.
Come on. Listen, Iris would 100% remember every single moment for Cecil,
So
okay?
right now you are dealing with a ghoul. You are just being welcomed in.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot this.
And don't forget, he's a visitor to your domain. He invited you to the mansion simply because he can't make his way to you. But he is technically the visitor.
Wait, is he a guest? But no, he's a ghoul, so like that's a retinue.
Yeah, this guy is a ghoul.
So no bone response needed. Cool.
Just a ghoul.
Listen, so many freaking rules and regulations.
Deal with it.
Iris's head is probably like boiling a bit.
You just get gooder.
I mean,
Well,
basically,
yeah,
it's the
basically,
Beachy rules. So just be polite and don't be a dick. It kind of should come naturally.
Yeah. The most inhumane clan, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, probably he's not gonna speak to me unless he's spoken to, so I'm gonna give my greetings.
And as you begin to walk past him, he pushes the door open for you and allows you inside.
By the way, the road of the chest, how big is it?
For the 3 books, it's something you can carry with 2 handles like this. It's like more tall than it is.
Does it?
There's like a slipcase for 3 books, just like horizontal.
Does it have like a handle?
It has 2 handles, one on each side. So it doesn't have one on the top, just 2 here.
Okay. Yep. I proceed to wherever I'm supposed to go.
Do the 3 of you go in?
If we were told to. Like, Iris was told, bring your pack mate.
It's up to you if you want to follow Iris. This is an exam for all of you.
I'm still a good, happy, and well-behaved and follow my master.
Good
As
boy.
part of the structure.
So, the 3 of you go in.
Yeah, I'd follow.
The inside of the building. It is very clearly an old building, but it has seen some renovation. You can tell that despite the structure, the architecture all being very old-fashioned, a lot of the paint has been redone. A lot of the wood has been either maintained quite well or replaced with new pieces. And the furniture that was brought in, Iris, you notice it's not the original furniture. This furniture looks very, very high-end. Type of shit that you'd see in like a penthouse of a billionaire, something like that.
Oh, right. By the way. Because last I remember Cecil hosted like, you know what? He's a blue-eyed, one-eyed Ventru bastard. Sustenance was also meant to be provided. So in advanced to that, she would have actually organized vessels. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, what else do you use a human trafficking circle for, if not to provide the drinks and snacks?
That's fine. We'll just say that Jack or Gabriel is basically dragging a very large chest behind them. No questions asked.
Let's
Aiden's
fucking
totally doing it, like lifting something effortlessly.
Iris could probably just like use like
It is impolite for you to take it, or at least it diminishes the rank. You're doing basically heavy labor for someone else.
No. I meant that I'd probably have them just like controlled.
Oh yeah, that's fine. If you want them to just follow, that's fine.
There is a person with a faction of dominate in the group right now.
And also lobotomy is a thing.
It is.
I mean, nothing wrong
But
with
yeah.
literally just going like this in someone's forehead and expecting that to do the work.
But yeah, basically I proceed to whatever room that Cecil told me that this is going to be taking place.
Well, as I was describing, the furniture is quite high-end in this entrance hall. And while there are stairs, there's a couple of stairs going up, and there are essentially rows of rooms going to either side. There's like a very large sofa and some living room type of furniture right in between those two staircases, where you do see Olivia standing and speaking, and then a figure stands up from the sofa as you come inside. The figure is dressed in very thick, long robes, with fur basically lining almost every part of it, and a very thick fur, almost like a scarf.
Just for context, Iris would not be wearing like her regular run of the road. She'd at least taken out one of her prince dresses or something.
That's fine. That's fine. So as the man stands up, you see this very long coat, very thick fur, almost a scarf shape on the coat. And he takes this well-crafted hat off and places it on the table. And as he looks to you, you see the general structure of a human face, only there are a lot of bone protrusions outlining almost the jawline and framing the rest of the face. Instead of hair, you see strands of what almost looks like a worm texture, only pitch black. And they almost move on their own. And instead of regular human ears, you see these very long shapes that connect to the back of his head. His eyes are pitch black, other than the iris, which takes a very bright yellow color. And the shape is slightly angled, almost in a V shape.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches his hand out, this gangly thing with differently sized fingers. He seems to have the pinky being quite small in comparison to the others, while the middle finger is quite long. And the hand is this very sharp looking shape. He brings the hand to his chest and gives the three of you a bow.
I give him a bow in return.
I follow suit then.
Mm-hmm.
I will also, according to my etiquette.
All right. Because of your amazing role in etiquette, Gabriel, I'll tell you now. Well, actually, I should ask what the others are going to do now, because otherwise I'm giving spoilers.
Well, as far as Iris remembers from her meeting Cecil, after the initial bow was actually, but basically after that, the gift exchange happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to extend the protection straight up. And Demeter are paranoid, as far as Iris knows, given her close encounters. So she's going to basically extend the chest with books towards the man.
Okay. So now I can actually give the information. So given the amount of successes Gabriel had on the previous roll, Gabriel, you would know that generally it is expected that the person who is visiting speaks last and gives their gift first. Essentially, as a I am vulnerable, you have my show of loyalty here, and I will not speak unless spoken to, and because that is essentially the permission I'm waiting.
But
That's
Iris
what
extends
happened.
the gift and says, let me know.
No. When you're
No, you don't
twitch.
speak. You don't speak.
No, I don't speak. I'm saying as she starts to twitch to like move, I will just kind of lean forward slightly, trusting that she'll notice the
Iris
movement
basically
out of
just
sync.
looks.
Hold
Iris
on,
looks.
Let Squirrel finish first, okay?
But I was
you
already
can
moving.
present an interjection after if you disagree with the course of action, but let's just see what Gabriel is going to do. I will take
Gabriel
your action
doesn't.
as a priority, but I want to hear what Gabriel is going to do.
Gabriel doesn't say anything. He just kind of. He looks like he might wish to say something, but he knows well enough to know to stay silent.
Okay.
Well, Iris does not see Gabriel. That's one. Number B. Iris knows the hospitality things too, but Volcavian, you can forgive me some of the things.
Let us hope. So you extend the gift, and
No, first I say, let me finish. If you didn't guys interrupt me, I would be able to finish my action, right?
go on.
No, if you haven't interrupted me. My most sincere greetings to you. And we welcome you in our domain. And hopefully your travels have been pleasant and without any inconveniences. And as a show of our goodwill, please accept this gift of light reading.
All right. Well, as you extend the gift, he seems to get a bit agitated. And he snaps his fingers, and immediately some of what you assume to be his servants come in carrying a small row like a small, well, not a very long, thin box. It's already open, and it's cushioned on the inside, holding a number of items, small items. All of them seem to be rings with insignias on them. As the box is brought before you, the man once again dips his head in a bow, and after quite a labored inhale says, "This is a gift to you and your allies. I was told there were many. I offer you 7 rings. These are insignias from my house to yours. A show that you will be an ally to us."
Iris bows her head and am I meant to say something about the gift?
You can say something if you want.
How would I phrase thank you for such a thoughtful and symbolic gift?
If you'd like, I can assume better wording at the exchange of a roll of charisma and etiquette.
Let's go. Smooth talker applies.
It does.
Fucking go.
Pelese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Yeah, so I will allow you to phrase it as you wish, and I will assume the better outcome of it. Like I will ignore like transgressions and such.
I thank him for the thoughtful gift. Like of such, like well thought out symbolic matter, and given that it's his house like insignias, it certainly holds, territorial, like familial, that thing, traditional value, right? So the gift is appreciated. But here's a fun fact, Iris's both hands are currently busy with the box. She's like, unfortunately, such a gift must be... Actually, probably, can she balance the box on one hand?
She can, but she doesn't need to specifically. With that roll, I can tell you that like he would only expect you to take the gift right away if your hands were free. Otherwise, you can just let the gift rest on the table. Like the servants will put the box on the table. You can just let the box rest on the table and offer your gift.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what would be expected is you don't take the gift, but you have one of your servants collect the gift. Another note that I completely forgot to mention. Jack, you absolutely can tell that there is some faint remnants of magic on those rings. And I can allow you to identify what type of magic it is if you succeed in an extremely hard wits and awareness roll.
Either way, basically, given my charisma roll,
willpower,
Iris extends the chest. I hope that the personally
I have willpower spent.
selected reading material from our domain's library will match the will not fail will not fail to match the value of your gift.
The elder accepts and gives you thanks as he, once again with this very oddly non-human shaped hand, gestures to one of his servants who hastily moves forward and offers to take the box from your hands. Never making eye contact with you and keeping his head very low.
Then basically Iris like recites the whole like as per tradition. You know, like that whole shtick, as per tradition, 3 nights, blah blah blah, guests, etc.
I think fuck you, roll for charisma and etiquette.
Yeah, you're welcome to stay within your. Listen, Iris is at this point. It's like,
3 room, 3 nights, yada yada yada.
Basically, like she's like reading you your, you know, like your rights when you're being arrested.
Rights.
Like,
yeah, she just reads that like Miranda rights.
Someday, my manipulation specialty conjurer effects will apply.
Anyway, basically, she speaks about the hospitality thing, and about the welcoming. Also, she says, as a show of appreciation, basically, this, you know, like, if you just, like, you know, basically, she says that this mansion, if that is, if he wishes to say after the hospitality period is over, then the mansion is his. And that there are vessels brought for sustenance, and that him and his retinue all are under Iris's protection, that no harm will come to them, and that, you know, all of that.
All the good stuff.
All that good shit, old man.
Gotcha.
All of that stuff which Iris probably had, like, you know, already pre-written to her in the proper wording and format, and just memorized it, essentially.
All right. Well, as you finish stating this offer, the elder thanks you for your hospitality and offers you to take a seat if you wish. As he does, if any of you are okay taking the rings now, it is up to you. Otherwise, the rings will wait there.
No, I'm going, like, since I should, like, basically either, like, you know, since we are in the Sabbat, you know, technically Gabriel and Jack are not my servants per se, okay? They're separate entities, so I need to take that gift, you know, like, and just appreciate myself now that my hands are free. So I'm going to do exactly that. And afterwards, because again, I'm not entirely sure that it's very polite if Jack, with his obsessive self, you know, like hovering over the rings and touching them willy-nilly, is going to be really, really polite or appropriate at this moment, or not like violate some other like law of manners in the Demeter realm.
I have enough etiquette to know that I shouldn't touch that shit unless you do. Unless you give it
Yeah,
to
but
me.
basically after that, Iris is going to close it and put it away. You can have a look at it when we're home. Don't act like a monkey. Like she just looks at you like,
It's your
like a
mom.
mom, Yeah, she's like, you can look at the present at home. Stop acting like you've never seen rings before.
Jack hasn't been. He was just like, okay, like micronod, and yes.
All right. Well,
By the way, do
Iris.
I wait? Does Iris remember whether Cecil introduced back then? No, he introduced his pack to what's his face, Rourke, but I'm not. But then again, Camarilla doesn't count really. I mean, that he was acting pretty more or less disrespectful most of the ways in that sense there. So Iris will actually then take the time to introduce her retinue, because that's her retinue.
So by
She
all
should be
means,
the one.
proceed.
Allow me to introduce my pack and some of my allies. Jack. Wait, what is Jack's surname?
Price.
Jack Price of the Lazombre clan and the Bishop of the Occult and Finances. And here she and Gabriel. And she's like, okay, gotta go with the trump cards. Gotta go with the trump cards. A true Bruja ally of ours, also true Sabbat. And you already have met the other member of our pack, of your own clan. Others were fairly unavailable. Come and greet you this night. But this is all with my charisma plus etiquette, okay?
Mm-hmm. The man waits for everyone to sit before he does take a seat. If anyone stands, you can stand if you wish, but he will essentially make sure that you are in a position you want to be, as comfortable as you want to be, before he takes a seat himself. Once he does, he responds, I have received some information regarding who owns the domain. And I am informed of the usual proceedings and positions of power, those who fill them. I believe you know my name. If you do not, I do have a title, though it matters little in this new land. I am a lord. The mortals refer to me as such. The name I have used thus far is Bogdan.
Iris, respectfully nods and says, these nights I go by the name Iris Amling.
Now, I was also made aware that the reason I was brought here was a somewhat selfish one. Is that correct?
Iris just like, you know, like stares a bit at him and is like, well, I cannot speak for Priestess Vicus's motivations, all of them. For he's the one. He's, as to my knowledge, and she just looks at Olivia, just like, you know, not very pointedly, just like in a passing gaze. As to my knowledge, he was the primary, like, he was the person who convinced others to beseech you.
I believe there is a degree of shame being attributed to the word selfish in my statement. Allow me to rephrase. I was summoned here to solve a problem.
Iris, just like, you know, like, Iris thinks, like, was this really a problem? Did she state it as a problem? She didn't state it as a problem, did she?
No, not quite.
Is that how it was phrased?
It is what for lack of a better word, my spies have informed me. A certain recent arrival has begun to apply pressure to those in power within this city.
Well, I wouldn't say that they've begun to apply pressure yet. My purpose in seeking out the interest of other of the Cainites clan was rather rational in a sense. It was a preemptive measure in advance for certainly, let's just say, I'm not particularly fond of the church or its instances gaining too much power within this domain. Neither are several of my allies. And given the spiritual nature of the Cainites clan, it was an obvious request that was what was that word? Communicated to the one currently known as Olivia, that it would be most beneficial that the domain has balance. I don't really see it as a problem. I see it as a balancing project. Work over on a system. I'd rather not have any unnecessary political conflicts when there are actual problems around, whether it's from Camarilla or other
Self-serving cults and the like. So, but I can certainly see how others could interpret that as someone being summoned here to solve a problem.
The man gestures towards one of the lobotomites you brought along.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that despite you to what degree have you lobotomized them? I should ask.
Just so that they're pliable. You know, the typical lobotomy from the early 90s, like late 90s, 20th century, the one that they gave to women so that they become compliant and happy and, you know, that.
Yeah, frontal lobotomy. Okay. Yeah.
A
In
little
that
swirl,
case,
not a big swirl.
yes. He gestures in the direction of one of the vessels. And despite not looking at them or anything of the sort, you notice the vessel quite calmly begins making its way towards him. And takes a seat and simply raises an arm forward. He then gestures towards one of his servants, who brings a large tray with crystal chalices. He places it on the table. The man takes one, and with a swift motion slits the wrist of one of the vessels and begins filling his cup. As soon as he has enough, with one gesture, he closes the slit on the man's wrist. He takes a sip and looks to you. The vintage you have in this land is different, if I'm being polite.
Does that check out, given that Iris used to be in Europe?
You'd wager that, depending on where this guy is specifically from, he might be used to essentially the equivalent of free range.
Yeah, free range humans.
Yeah.
My God.
I'm pretty
That
sure
is
that my human trafficking operation should have like some access to that type of free range humans, because you know they
Sure,
generally.
but he's not saying it as a disparaging comment, just saying it's different.
He's not
He doesn't
shitting on
like
it.
it.
Yeah, he's not shitting on it. He's not spitting the blood out. Okay.
He's
Well,
just
since this is from human trafficking, this is probably more free range than off the streets.
You'd be surprised.
Motherfucker used to catching some wild fucking Romanians.
Well,
As
I
they flee
suppose
screaming,
I
preferably.
suppose that does check out.
I feel it is an artifact of the New World.
Well, if it's not acceptable to your taste, I'm sure
It
a proper vessel
serves its
delivery can
purpose.
be.
It needs not be perfect. Only sufficient. The situation with this recent upstart has he brought all of his artifacts with him. He seems to think for a moment. Well, I'm not sure what it might be. He brings at least 3 items with him. All of
Well,
them
at
with
least-
dark markings.
Well, at least one of them has been nullified.
The man tilts his head.
It is no longer. It does no longer carry anything. Although. Yes, it does no longer carry anything.
Have you happened to collect the item yourself?
No, our resident abyss mystic did that.
I see. If that is the case, then I would warn you not to release the power from the item unless you are prepared to pay the cost. The magics he used to bind this power to the object, it pulls on strings of things you can't quite control. Even my cousin's descendants responsible for these rings, even they would have months of work in front of them should they try to unbind such a power safely.
Iris keeps a straight face.
Yep. Wayne says
Gabriel's face doesn't even twitch.
shit. It's physically unable to do that half of the time.
He takes another sip and says, if you have collected one of them, perhaps finding the other 2 might be the key to make him more vulnerable to whatever other attempts you wish to employ.
Well, I don't seek to make any attempts on him.
You should.
Like,
He certainly intends to diminish your power, slowly take it from you.
nothing new. In the land of pointless Cainite politics, when we have more important things to deal with.
If it only was just politics. You should know that even if he was never found to be guilty with 100% certainty, the man you currently have problems with, I highly suspect he was to blame for selling some of my bloodline into the usurper's ranks.
That's bold of him.
He did not escape unscathed, but there is a reason why he's trying his best in the New World. Why he went further and further west. With any luck, he'll come all the way around back into the mountains. And then he can't run any longer.
I mean, I could literally just convince him to do that.
Best not. One of his safeguards will prevent you from bending his mind certain ways. But he is, by all
And the
accounts,
the safeguards are those relics.
From what I know.
One of which he no longer has.
Of what I know, yes.
Jack, you can pretty much you don't even need to have Iris reach out and telepathy. You just you can mentally probably imagine this task. Eat some more relics, please.
Go nibble.
If I'm dying, I'm a haunt you. I'm a fucking haunt you.
I can get you another. I can build you another card.
That is fucking true.
I can build you another card. I can build you another heart.
A spare fucking tire.
Yeah.
Good for 80 miles.
Would you like to have a second heart?
We shall discuss this later.
So, as the elder takes another sip, he then looks to Gabriel. And speaking still to Iris, he asks, "What of this one? I have not seen one of his bloodline in centuries."
Well, he decided to escape a cult that wants to end the world, and considered our pack's patronage the best chance he had.
Best not to speak of such topics. Not
That
around the
gets
servants.
a nod from Gabriel.
What did he say? Not around the what?
Not around the servants, at least.
Ah. Well, indeed. Are you... I'm sure you're capable of editing that a little bit out.
They've already forgotten it.
Excellent.
Though I do have many questions about this packmate of yours.
Which one is he looking at?
Gabriel.
Me.
It's been some time since I last dissected one. I would be tempted to learn a bit more about what they're capable of.
As an eyebrow
Well.
twitch.
Well, Gabriel is part of the pack and through Sabbat, and thus.
My
But
hands
a
are
fledgling.
not in his chest yet.
But of course, a fledgling shovelhead is in no way the true Sabbat.
Is this an offer?
Well, that is. I suppose that is something. Actually, I can't order Gabriel to embrace anyone, right?
You can.
You can
He's a free
frame
man.
it in a way like.
Yeah.
That is a topic that you can discuss with Gabriel. That's what you can say.
Well, as Gabriel is through Sabbat, he is granted all the freedom and the rights that belong to the to true members of the sword. Thus, whether that is the way that he wishes to spend his blood or not is entirely up to him.
What say you, Gabriel?
Perhaps in the next 3 nights we can discuss such a thing more privately.
Of course. Blood for blood would be my suggestion, but I'm sure you prize other things.
I will give it consideration.
He nods, needs to take another sip. Then looks to Jack. And given the problems in the city, I'm surprised to see one of your clan around. At least allied with her.
Well, the matters of the clan, as all the personal matters, will not cloud my judgment.
Nor should they. Do you hold loyalty to your bloodline? Over others, I mean.
Not really.
Well, if there is any service I can provide, especially against more troublesome members of your clan, feel free to ask. I'm known in the East for disrupting the plans of defectors to the sword. And your clan is no exception.
Shall you need any help of me? I shall provide it as well.
There is always something you can provide me. I won't say it's not dear, but there's always something.
We can also discuss that if you want. One more proper time.
Of course. I would address you, and he looks to Olivia. But I feel we've already shared enough information. And you, as he speaks during that time, you hear a few clicks in his voice. Hard to pinpoint what those clicks were, but they sounded guttural. And Olivia simply responds with a nod. Now, if you wish to discuss any matters regarding my stay here, now is the time to do so.
Politics idea, what are those things?
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, you can roll, I guess, and I can give some suggestions, but your imagination is also very valid. I'd say...
Actually, I do have like a thing. Regarding your stay here, one matter of one administrative stuff. The territory of this domain borders with the eastern part of the Griffith Park. That part of the Griffith Park is within the dominion of one of my allies. The Hag.
I shall remove my forces from that land immediately.
Yes. For that, she will not take kindly to someone infringing on her domain. So that is regarding. Further west than that, in the Griffith Park, but that is past her domain. That's the land of the Lupines. And correct me if I'm wrong, north of here, there's also like forest bits.
There
And
is
that's
bits
not the
of
Hag.
forests, but it's going into a desert. So it's not forest. It's like bits of vegetation that slowly lead into the Mojave.
So essentially, like in the terms of forest around the
Vegetation
area.
and city, but yeah.
No. What I mean,
bit
like
of a
in
mountain.
terms of like forest around the area, right?
Griffith
Are
Park
there
is
any-
the bulk.
Yeah,
North
but then
of it,
there's also the
Arcadia.
one. Yeah, there's also the western ones, right? On the west here.
You're
Well, that's the
slightly
east.
mixing west and east.
Oh yeah, east. Yeah.
The west.
The east.
Yeah, so to the west there are some forests, yeah. To the east there's mostly city.
Oh yeah, no. To the west, there's Santa Monica Mountains National Resort, and that's forest bits, and that's not the.
Yeah, but that's to the
if you're-
west. That's what
Yeah,
I
but
said.
that's to the west of this point, so that is not the Hag there. If you're
no.
interested in some more, if you're interested in the wildlands and the forests and the like, then I believe the forests to the west are, to my best of knowledge, not claimed by the Hag or any of my other allies, so...
My forces are simply establishing safety for my domain. Or territory.
Of course.
Though, of course, as expected, my domain is your domain.
Am I meant to say something in return to that?
Not really. He's just stating that he's not claiming territory from you.
Listen,
He's just...
yeah. Listen, Iris just has fucking PTSD from freaking Camarilla and the Harpies and the Toreador, and she's like, constantly just like,
Fucking politics.
What's the subtext? What's the subtext?
Yeah, is there subtext? And then there's no subtext, and she's like, all right.
Yeah, she's just getting into the loop.
Iris notes that. Yes, so that would be like on the administrative part. Wouldn't want any conflict arising due to miscommunication or misunderstanding. Regarding your stay here, are there any other requirements that would make your stay more comfortable that we could arrange?
My homeland was less plagued by industry than this one. I have the servants to acclimate to the situation. However, I would appreciate a more traditional way, more traditional line of communication for non-urgent business.
Is he going to define what he means by that?
You probably would understand, given the context and how much experience you have dealing with these technologically illiterate old farts, that he probably means he still doesn't know how to use a fucking phone. He has servants for that. He would prefer to deal with communications in more traditional ways that don't involve electronics, if possible.
He means
Yep.
write a letter.
Yes.
He's saying write a letter.
Write a
bitch.
letter, send a pigeon, send a servant, whatever. Just
Yeah.
no text.
Oh yeah,
no
use
emails.
animalism.
Yeah.
Yes.
No calls.
Bitch doesn't know how to
I
use the
can-
phone, is what he's
Wait,
saying.
wait. Actually, I can use the way of wind.
Yeah, for example.
That is a traditional way for Tbilisi.
Yeah, it is.
Like magic is more traditional than fucking.
How do you think Olivia planned most of this shit with him?
Skype call using the wind?
Eldest Skype call. Eldest Skype call.
Call do next
Call to the
Skype call.
I suppose. I suppose a
Iris would
message.
probably. Sorry.
I suppose a message carried on the whispers of the wind would be traditional enough.
I was not aware we were well versed with the magics of the Koldun.
Well, it certainly came as a surprise to Olivia as well. And Iris just gives a smile.
Olivia is very stone-faced, but you do feel frustration as the little push in the back of your mind is essentially knocking at the door constantly, not willing to say anything, just very, very emotionally displeased. The elder, however, seems quite pleasantly surprised. And he mentions, I had heard about the reputation you've accrued, but I did not expect you to be so alike us.
If by alike you mean the obsessive acquisition of knowledge both occult material and supernatural, then yes.
Stop calling him out.
Roll perception empathy, please.
Who, me?
Yes. The others can roll it as well if they wish, but this is primarily to you.
Okay.
I will do so.
I shall do so.
1, 2,
Delicious.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 successes.
Okay. So, it's hard to
Tactical?
tell.
No.
I suppose.
How does tactical apply here?
Depending how you're approaching the situation.
Tactic.
Oh, then
knowing
why do you
one's
never let me
opponents.
use discerning?
It is kind of eh. Let's say
Like,
no.
you never let me use
That is 0
discerning that
successes.
much.
Yeah.
That's fine. So
Yeah, I don't
Gabriel does
notice
not pick
shit.
up on it, but Iris and Jack, you do. Well, it is kind of hard to read because his face is not
Inhumane.
traditionally human. You do notice that there's a twinge of an emotion. Not a good one.
Oh god.
But
Oh,
it's
no!
very slight. It's very slight.
He called him out. What
And
do
he
you
simply
expect?
says, I could not put it better myself. and then turns his head to sip his drink.
He's not angry, he's disappointed.
Though phrasing it as such would be a gross misrepresentation, wouldn't it be?
To say the least. The choice of words is, well, a choice.
Well, I'm not particularly. Well, the most excellent choice of words is reserved for Vidas the academics. Akin to the Tremere or the Giovanni. I'm sure they would find that's the right exact terms and definitions, though even those would still be less encompassing.
Well, regardless, do we have any other business to discuss tonight? Very well. If that's the case, then I should inform you. I would like to have some of these Americans as potential pupils. I plan to embrace someone as to cement my stay here. I did abandon my domain to join you here. And if that is to be the case for the next few thousand years, so be it.
Iris again basically just like doesn't move her face, but internally she's like,
Fucking hell.
we're like just like trying here like to basically make through the next 5 years and not have an end of the world happen. You know.
The very sassy.
Panicked.
Well, I'm over here just sipping my tea going,
Yes.
Shit.
Very deliberate.
When you say Americans, can you clarify exactly what you mean? After all, this is a land with many immigrants. Do you wish to have Native Americans, third generation, fourth generation? Do you just want some of the locals, or perhaps
the culture is different. Ultimately, flesh is flesh, blood is blood, but the culture, the minds, they're different. I wish to test them. Test the sharpness of their minds, their ability to learn and adapt. If they prove worthy of my time, then I shall take one as a pupil. Soon enough, you shall have another of our clan to call an ally.
Are you planning to do you want these Americans in a like spread through a Gaussian distribution to test for like the statistics, or do you have a specific key target pool of in mind?
My servants know what to fetch.
Okay, then very well then.
Felt it was appropriate to inform the Archbishop in case there might be some overstepping.
Well, we are not a Camarilla domain, so
It
this
would
domain
still
does
be
not
impolite to accidentally take one of your ghouls.
I have a
Oh.
ghoul who's very occultly adept.
Oh, I don't think.
In case you would like to teach her something of your knowledge.
I'm sure we can discuss terms.
All right then. Well,
I was planning to scout for potential recruits in a specific area of Santa Monica. He gestures to one of his servants, who essentially runs off and eventually comes back with a printed out map of Santa Monica. And the elder simply taps with that very long middle finger. He taps the specific area he plans. It's almost like exactly like where the tip of his nail lands. It's almost exactly where the church is.
oh,
Oh my god.
I mean,
There is only one person that comes to mind who needs a consideration.
Well, and even well, yeah, well, doesn't the church technically belong to Isaac?
It's true.
And yeah, so if that's Isaac's church, then that's
Who is this?
Isaac's church. Isaac is an ally who's been wrestled into submission by the what was his name? Ramon? Yeah, that's the one.
Is Isaac one of the keepers?
Iris, like, basically, like, in a way, he is.
Technically a bloodline.
Loyal to you?
Iris looks to Jack.
I guess, yeah, Miguel, right? Yeah, sort of.
Depends.
Well, given
That's an assessment you have to make. If I told you, it kind of would ruin.
That would be that would be fun anymore.
Well, unless he's betrayed his own moral creed, which would no doubt cause utter moral collapse, he would find it dishonorable to betray me, even under duress. Or at least act in any ways that is damaging to me and my pack.
I see. I
He is,
will
though, as far as we
avoid
know.
this Isaac, then, and any of his subordinates.
I'm pretty sure that Jasper's recent embrace, Mary, she's part of the East LA.
I have met her
Archbishop
already.
Victoria. He's been visiting the church.
She is a promising member of the clan. Though she still has much to learn, I think she has developed a healthy ability to assess the quality of the characters she meets. I believe that's why she goes to that church.
Well, to hear otherwise would be disappointing.
Well, it is the obfuscated blessing when one is born without the burden that is empathy.
Is he talking about Mary right now?
Yes.
Oh, she's sweet, but
Wait,
she's
wait, wait.
psycho.
What? Because I respect her,
Mm-hmm.
she'd know. Is that true? What he says?
Basically. I mean, you did pick her because she was very, very, very okay with doing very horrible shit. When she needed to, and the times she showed empathy was when empathy was convenient to show. So it wouldn't surprise you, basically.
I have at least 3 songs about psychos played in my head.
Well, when I picked her,
Meanwhile,
I didn't delve much into her past. I suppose perhaps you'd have better knowledge. Maybe she was born with it. Maybe it was due to the result of her experience before as a mortal. But I'm glad that she's not disappointing.
She has potential. She still can disappoint. Let us hope she does not. Now, to close out this greeting that we've organized, if you wish to have any additional forces, any scouting, or any defenses put in place, I am technically holding one of your domain's borders. I am at your service, and so are my servants. I only ask that you provide enough time for me to complete my expansion.
Do what you must in order to feel comfortable within this domain. And that, well, feeling at home would be perhaps quite difficult after leaving one's own lands, but do what you must in order to what's that word today? To set up to set up the area, arrange all your basically finish all the things you must finish. It would be polite of me to call a guest straight to the works while their horses while their metaphorical horses have yet to cool down in the stable.
Your care is appreciated. Allow me to walk you out. And he stands up and waits for you to follow.
Yeah, I stand up, I take the gift, right? And I give it to Olivia.
Oh, you take the ring. Then.
No, I take the box.
Ah.
I take the box and I give it to Olivia.
Mm-hmm.
Since he's so uptight about proper orders and so on and blah blah blah. Who's my second in command? That's right.
Jack, probably, not me.
Olivia.
Olivia.
Olivia, there you go.
Your closest quote-unquote servant would be Olivia. Second in command, the closest one would be Jack, because Olivia is technically not in command. The only authority Olivia has is towards your own, towards your safety, nothing else.
But I grant her authority.
You do. But when Olivia speaks, it's not the same as when a bishop speaks. It is only the same as a bishop's or an archbishop's bodyguard. Doesn't carry as much authority by itself, unless that authority is provided alongside it. But yes, you can basically have Olivia carry the box. That's fine.
Well, since Olivia is the closest thing I technically have to a quote-unquote servant here,
Yeah.
even though the whole concept is ridiculous in itself. It's so ridiculous and illogical that I wonder if Olivia finds this hilarious.
Olivia is keeping a straight face.
Inside, there's been an hour-long fucking sigh.
Since the arrival. Yes.
I have an hour-long sigh already, okay? Will somebody take pity on me?
Technically, Olivia would be your closest thing to a servant who's a free person.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, Olivia's my boss, in a way.
By the rules of the book, she's your servant. I'm sort of like your right hand.
Basically, yeah. But
we
know how shit goes.
But by the
How
marital
shit
law,
goes with all be
by the
carried Olivia's stuff.
but by the marital law, you see that ring? Yeah, that's right. Traditionalist Dimidze, gonna pull the traditionalist Dimidze here.
Gotta pull Trad fucking wife on that shit.
But yeah,
You
so
can give it to Olivia.
I hand it to Olivia because again, I don't trust Jack not to be impulsive and not to start examining the rings. Yeah, exactly.
He already got what he needed to do just by stay beside them. So yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
You just turn and Jack is wearing one ring in each finger.
Yes.
Looking very
Fucking
closely
blink.
at what the fuck they do.
Fucking
But
bling.
so
Three on each hand.
then I stood up and I basically followed the guy, and internally there's a lot of like relief. It's like Iris has to basically watch her tongue, speak in proper like form and so on when she's basically used to like
Tossing the legs on the table and pulling out the phone.
also speaking in Gen Z terms.
Yes.
Yeah, and as you approach the exit, one of the servants opens the door, and as he bids his farewells, he says, "Oh, and should any of my, as mentioned, my cousin's descendants appear in town, while you wear one of those rings, they will know you are an ally to them. They will assist you, and they will expect some assistance from you, should you be willing to provide. No hostile action will ever be made."
Just a fair warning, given that we've recently had an increase in young vampires, given the general, what's it called, mentality among the young of Sabbat, unless guided by a strict mentor, Sabbat domains, young fledglings might not know who they are, so I cannot exactly vouch whether somewhere at some point one of them does not try to grab a bite.
If they do, I will make it very clear how things stand.
Excellent, excellent. I just
No harm will be
wouldn't.
done. You have my word.
I just don't want any harm to come to you due to the vigors of the young.
I doubt they could harm me if they wanted to.
Good. And that is basically one problem off of that Iris does not need to worry about. So she's just going
Getting some
to.
elder Simisi offended just because Shovelheads be like, she told about some close to Cain vampire. She didn't specify from where.
No, that's a revenant. That was a revenant talking about their cousins. Okay?
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a revenant, and the rings make us recognizable to the revenant family.
No,
because, like-
wait. The cousins were the cousins' descendants. So this is the elder speaking about
okay.
his cousin's
Okay.
descendants.
Okay. Then retcon that, because I understood that it was the old revenant man speaking.
No. We just misunderstood each other. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then retcon. Understood. They probably, if they stay around in Santa Monica, they have to present to the Archbishop, and if it's delayed to Victoria.
Sorry, could you repeat that question?
Do they basically? Do they
Said
need to present
descendants.
themselves to the Archbishop if they're
So-
in East LA or Santa Monica?
So, just really quick, let's just all make a flat intelligence roll. I don't know if it's my fault or not, so let's just do that so we can.
I don't have any successes. Oh wait, that was the intelligence roll.
Yeah, flat
Flat in.
intelligence.
No.
You only have 2.
Damn.
No, I rolled another one. I rolled 3
okay.
accidentally.
Flat intelligence roll, Squirrel.
I have
Shouldn't it
three.
be a politics roll
Does
for me?
abstract thought apply?
Yeah, because it's dealing with metaphors.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gravy.
Even if it didn't apply, you'd be good. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm asking I'm asking in the context
I know,
of fucking
I know.
about politics.
This
because
is not about politics. It's about what he's saying.
Mhm.
He's not talking about vampires.
Okay.
He's talking
Okay.
about mages.
Oh.
Ah, shit.
He's talking about his cousins, descendants, responsible for the rings.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Okay.
You guys got enough successes to deduce that,
Figure it
all
out.
collectively. So
We have
it's fine.
7 successes across 3 people.
Yeah.
We're talking about real magic. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Oh, yeah.
you're talking about like mages. This guy is allied to.
Ah.
Yeah. You know what?
Nice.
I'm okay with that.
You're not resistance against that shit.
Yeah.
When
I'm not
Iris,
resistant against that shit.
well,
Are you?
when Iris hears that, she's like, "Huh. Well, I see. Well, I suppose then my initial idea of finding an interesting gift would have perhaps been not something of the unknown. Given your cousin's descendants given the descendants of your cousin.
Their knowledge is not necessarily known to me. Though I do make great use of it. Just know, while you wear those rings, you will be considered protected from them. Protected by them.
I see.
And we will offer the same in return while we wear them.
As we
Correct?
shall.
I'm glad you
course.
caught up. You caught up quickly.
As expected. As stated earlier, the hospitality extends to the guest and his retinue.
Very
All
well.
that are announced.
I wish you a safe journey. And please feel free to send word if a visit or an order is imminent.
Order? Like order as in like order? Command or
A command.
No, that's not I didn't ask him that.
Yeah.
I asked you that, Miguel.
Yeah, a command.
Social clues.
Come on, Miguel.
It's a command.
Please.
Basically, he's being like, yo, I'm in your domain. If you require me for any reason, please
Yeah.
send word.
Yeah.
And Iris is just like, Iris is just like standing there with like, like internally she's screaming because she's like, do you know how fucking weird it is to like even consider like, I don't know, like ordering, like.
Why would I order a pizza from you?
No, not that. The whole concept of ordering, like, like, okay, fine with Olivia, she's married to her. But this is this is another, like, technically, like, eldest form. Maybe fifth gen, like, who knows? Maybe also fourth gen, like, how the fuck, but also
Half
ancient.
the millennia old.
Like,
Half
ancient.
the fucking millennia old.
Ancient, fucking ancient. And it's like, or, like, send an order. I was like, do you know, like, how fucking, like, it's like, I hate Vicus. That is Iris's internal monologue. It's like,
I mean, have you ever known Vicus to do anything for anyone while not laughing their ass off? Why would you think you're any different? Vicus
Just
was like,
because you married to their grandchild? Nah.
you know the
No, that might
fucking
be to
laugh
make
from
a reason to do it
Dracula
more.
in Bram Stoker's Dracula? Like that fucking laugh with the red glow and shit. That's how Vicus is every time there's a favor asked.
yeah, but if you remember, I never asked Vicus for a favor.
I know. Olivia
You
did,
just
though.
complain. Shit. Oh, shit.
Well, the internal monologue is like, considering the fact that Olivia constantly says, don't fucking call Vicus, don't get him involved and so on, the fact that she did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I asked for some normal age again, or maybe like whatever, like, like a reasonably aged Demeter, like, it's like.
But yes,
like,
you make your way out of the house.
Yeah. We make our way out of the house after Iris says her goodbyes and is like, like, just like, says her pleasantries, like waves and smiles, like the whole like queen wave, like the whole thing, and just like leaves inwardly smiling like freaking Daenerys.
Mm-hmm. And as you approach the car, everyone gets in, and Olivia immediately goes,
Relatable.
At least it's...
Anyway, let's go. Let's go back to the library. I need something else. Let's go check out that fucking flesh brick. Let's go.
Sure.
Olivia, we found a flesh brick.
What?
A flesh brick.
And a magic book.
I discovered a hidden room.
What?
We'll get you up to speed.
Look into my head. Look into my head. Look into my head. You'll see the flesh brick. I didn't touch it because I didn't want.
There's a moment where Olivia connects to your mind. And then, with furrowed brows, Olivia kind of straightens their back and goes, "Who owned this library before?"
Oh, the Magar. That necromancer.
Why would a necromancer and a Magar have that?
I mean, it's
You
good
know what
to
that
see
is?
that. No,
Okay.
I didn't touch it because I didn't know what it would do, and given the important guests,
It's
I
called
had to
an
meet.
odious chalice.
Do I get to lore kindred lore or coldonism?
You can. Kindred lore. People who have kindred lore in a cult can roll into cult.
In the cult.
Yeah.
10 dice. Let's fucking go, Pelese.
Pelese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, minus 2, 2.
Squirrel, do you have kindred lore?
Oh,
Cainite lore sometimes
I don't-
called.
no.
Okay, that's fine. So, Iris and Jack, while you don't know what it does, you know it's a term used for a specific type of Schlachta. Used
Do I
more
know
as
more?
a tool. Used more as a tool rather than a servant.
Do I know more since I have 5 successes and Jack had 2?
Jack
And
is
you-
literally
There-
not a
there's
flesh
not
crafter
much-
either.
And you said there was some Koldunic traces of magic of it, and I do have Koldunism as a cult specialty.
Yeah, but the problem is there's not much more to learn about this. Unless you know exactly what it does, in which case you'd know exactly what it is, and you'd know how to make one.
Well, I felt some Koldunic traces in it, and the name, from what I've read, it's some type of Schlachta, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's barely alive as it is, but it essentially serves as, for lack of a better description, a battery. Just
Battery.
with blood instead of electricity.
So it stores blood?
It powers.
How to explain this?
Does it store blood?
Do you remember what I did with Cody?
Yes.
That project was based on an odious chalice.
Mm-hmm.
It functions the same way, only Cody was a suit of armor. This is a battery, an extension of your capacity to sustain power.
Okay, so it's basically a battery, like it's basically as if I attached a portable battery to a computer, allowing it to like have more power and time running. So it serves as a blood battery, aka blood storage for the vampire.
I don't know anything about computers, but I'll just say yeah.
Basically,
Portable
let's-
gas can.
I learned how
Yeah,
to use a
it's-
phone 2 years ago.
Portable
It's-
gas can.
Essentially.
okay, so a battery of blood for the user.
Yeah.
Or for a power.
The thing
Oh my God.
is, the way you make one is very specific. It's a Koldunic ritual for which you need vicissitude. A simpler version of what it takes to make a Vashd. I have
Well,
no idea why a Magar with necromancy would have something.
Well, she also had a magic book, Jack.
Yeah. Well, we can skim the aura and see who made it.
Anyway, since I didn't know what
We
it
should
was and we weren't sure, like, actually, I'm expecting that Jack is already driving towards the library.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
You could also let me drive since I'm not really involved in the conversation.
You could be.
I didn't touch it because I didn't want to risk something happening like when Jack touched the Rabon's relic.
That's different.
Also, Jack, do you want a
Well-
second heart? Do we want a backup heart?
What is the good of having 2 hearts?
More targets to
It's-
stake.
Well,
Yes.
I already have mine running on some bullshit.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If you have a second one.
Conquer divide.
Yes.
Doesn't sound as bad, but let's consider the idea.
I mean, look, I'll
One thing at a
first-
time. One thing at a time.
Don't worry, I'll first like experiment on some like shovelhead fledgling.
It's not that I don't trust you with my heart. It's that I would have to ponder the idea and like, if anything can go fuck itself, like, apart from our control.
No, essentially, it's meant to counteract the side effects you have.
Fortitude would do better.
But I think also like my new like the recent development of vicissitudes could actually allow that to be made safely.
One thing at a time. You're muted.
Sorry. Regardless.
you
Whatever
wanna
we
go check it
plan
out?
to do with all of this, I would be very interested to know how a Magar got her hands on this.
Well, pity she's dead.
Yeah.
Subdued.
What? What?
Subdued in a safe place.
What do you
Where?
mean subdued?
I will name some safe house, like the thing I like Jack uses for his personal like.
Yeah, it's essentially
Wait,
a storage unit somewhere.
weren't you supposed to diablerize her? Reclaim the blood?
Weren't I supposed to get slapped by that elder then?
Oh, it was then.
Yes.
What is
I make a replacement. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And so far, I don't really see
Well,
a fucking line of people willing to do this.
Iris turns to Olivia. Well, apparently the Magar is very much still around to answer questions.
I don't need her to answer questions. I just need her mind broken enough.
There's many ways
Would
that can
you-
happen.
Would you please check if she's still there? Just in case.
You'd have to go there now.
Astral projection.
Do you want me to go?
Astral projection would do the trick, I believe.
Fine. And
Do you
Olivia
want to go
basically
yourself? Iris like turns to. Do you want to go maybe yourself? I can sit at the driver's wheel.
You say that to who?
To Jack.
Ah.
Can we say, Miguel, that I put some counter magical words in that storage?
Sure.
Counter magic doesn't stop psychic projection though.
I know. It's just in case somebody tries to fuck around. That. I'm fine either way.
Well, let me then sit by the. I'll basically replace Jack at the wheel, and drive to the location he said,
Mm-hmm.
and let him check first. But before he goes into psychic projection, like, do you mean you need to check whether she's still there? You were supposed to take
Elder.
care but you were supposed to take care of the security breach we had, and then you put her in a storage, and now you don't even know if she's still there.
I'm pretty sure she is.
To be
Iris
fair,
is
the fact that none of us knew about this and he did probably means that if the closest people to Jack don't know, odds are no one else does.
Is perception awareness careful applies?
No. For projection, no.
Pelese.
Pelese.
Let's fucking go.
Okay. Yeah, you feel yourself drifting off. You open your eyes to feel your body being left behind. And you essentially fly through the city towards the storage units. You look inside your storage. Sorry, apologies. You look inside your storage unit. She's still there.
Good. Back to the body. We're fine.
okay. Iris looks to Lyria. Are you able to do what you need to do without breaking her mind, given that Jack must provide a replacement or whatever the fuck else for that?
How
Elder?
about we leave this for another night? Best to get this information in due time, guaranteeing that we get it, rather than trying to rush things and losing information in the process.
By all means. But
That seems very logical.
We just
Yeah,
have
like
to
as I
take-
said, one thing at a time.
We just have to take a little bit more risk in leaving her there for longer. But I think the risk is worth it to get the information.
Iris basically turns back towards the library. Which probably at this point there wasn't like a much of like a change in direction.
Yeah, there wasn't like a huge. You didn't divert your path.
Well
too
then
much.
let's go get that vicissitude relic. Schlachter. Is it a relic or is it a Schlachter? What do you call it?
It's an odious chalice.
But what's it like?
What does the classification be?
Yeah.
I believe it would be something in between.
With our kind and our proclivity
It's a
for
tool.
research, you end up learning not to put things in boxes so much. Flocked are tools. So are Vosht. So are shovels.
And yet, when I call things thingies or something, it's a battery.
Sure.
Wait, what are those called? What are the military
Memento.
rations called? What are the military
MREs.
rations called?
An MRE.
An MRE.
Or MRI.
MRI.
It's
MRI.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Sorry.
MRI.
no, it's
Look, in my language,
No,
the letters are
MRE. It's MRE. Meal ready
It's
to
a-
eat.
Squirrel? Squirrel, you've been in the army.
Meal
Air
ready
Force,
to
and it is MRE. I'm
Yeah.
not dumb like the Army guys.
It's essentially
Look,
noodle
I mean,
cup.
army isn't.
I know.
everything.
It's essentially ramen noodle cups.
Yes.
Olivia is displeased.
But
with
do
this
not call that
conversation.
that.
What? Did you not like my
In the left-
layered
top
cake in
left.
the underworld?
Top left corner, we see the green text like Cecil dismays this conversation.
What? Do you think people are gonna get offended just like they did for the underworld with the multi-layered wedding cake?
Maybe
I
then
got
it might be more
Four-dimensional.
entertaining.
It is more entertaining.
Okay, so you reach the library. You go to the compartment. Cecil quite calmly just takes the thing out. Once
By the way, she.
Hmm?
By the way, she said, "Just so you know, I did call dibs on it."
You can have it if you want. It's not very useful for us.
Why?
Because we're powerful enough as is. This is more useful for
How much-
neonates.
Oh,
hygiene.
it's. Oh, so it stores so little?
Well, it doesn't enhance our powers, and it doesn't make us... We have enough, essentially. More is always good, but we have enough. This has very diminishing returns the more powerful you are by default.
So.
As the thing is taken out of the safe, you actually get to look at it now, without it being like stuffed in a corner, barely visible in the dark.
At about this tall, this high from the floor.
Yeah. Essentially, it's about this size, and it's this bulbous sac that sort of spins and coils into itself. And at the center, there is an eye that is constantly like blinking and looking around and twitching constantly.
So in terms of blood contained in a mortal, how much does it store?
Depends.
One
The
mortal?
size of
Half a
this
mortal?
one, say about a feeding's worth.
Ah. That is rather disappointing.
Disappointing for us. Like I said, this is not something you have when you're as old as we are.
But you said that the process is essentially the
Yes.
same as a wash.
Yes. But this one is small. It was made for her.
I see.
Should we skim the aura?
It's a living thing. Barely. Point being, you're not going to get much. You're gonna learn about it.
I suppose. Well, I mean, if this was made for her, given the size, I mean, I'm sure I can nudge her to willingly share the secrets.
Actually, I wonder. Cecil takes the creature and reaches to the back of it, eventually pulling the small, almost like a small tendril with sort of a squid mouth at the end of it, like the squid beak at the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
Prying the beak open, they smell, and then Olivia says, "I need to test something, Iris. Smell this."
I smell it.
Mm-hmm. How much instinct do you have?
I got 5.
Okay. You feel a severe impulse to just bite into the fucking thing and drain it. However,
Yeah,
you control yourself.
vampire blood.
This might be more useful than I thought. If it's
Definitely not.
her odious chalice, that means this is either her blood or whatever blood she took from whoever made this.
Wait, can't we?
I can check for clan allegiance of the blood.
Does it spend whatever blood you use? We have a limited amount.
Destroys it. Can I just like assume how little do I need for like that little alchemy thingy?
You would need 1 blood point for that.
That's half a fucking liter, mate.
No,
It depends.
blood
It's
point
an
is not necessarily-
ambiguous. It's an ambiguous
Yeah.
amount. It's more about intent
Almost.
rather than.
And
From
if
a
it's
human?
vampire blood, again,
Quantities are very ambiguous when it comes to 1 blood point. One
I mean,
blood point
out of
could be a
character,
drop
does
of
any
blood.
of you have blood walk?
do we look like
Or
we're the usurpers?
I have sorta that, but like with extra steps.
Well, that's
Oh!
exactly what they
Oh,
want.
by the way,
And that
tonight
doesn't use
tonight
blood.
is Blood Moon.
Yep.
Yes,
That can help.
probably.
Maybe.
To the left.
Maybe.
To the left. Maybe.
Oh, actually, now that what's it called? Gabriel mentioned blood walk and blood sorcery. I'm just gonna go over like the newly acquired full catalog of the library, and I'm going to look for thaumaturgy.
Ooh.
This bitch is like control Fing her fucking memory.
You can do that, okay?
I'd say. So it's really hard because none of the sections of the library are labeled in Cainite occult terms. And the stuff that is very like occult in that sense that it would be useful for Cainites, it is very obscured.
Well, what
in
I'm
terms
more
of
interested.
terminology.
Well, here's the thing. Remember, I already got like that whole book from Delmont on like on blood sorcery and the rituals and so on. So like it doesn't even necessarily need to be specifically Cainite, because like even if I'm going to basically hotwire Path of Blood, it's going to be in a coldonistic way, aka the Way of Blood. Because first of all, Cecil probably doesn't know the Way of Blood, and if he does, given
there a
his
Way of
track
Blood
record, yeah, there is a
in
Way of Blood.
Coldonism?
Yeah, there's Dark Ages, Way of Blood is
Oh,
the same.
nice. Very nice.
It's just from a Coldunic perspective.
Yeah, well, she does that. Like, I'd ask Olivia, like, how much blood is there, like, to begin with? Because, like, if 100 mil-ish
About
syringe...
a feeding's worth, I'd wager.
If
Three
100 mil syringe would
That's 3
leave
points.
us with enough. 3 points. Yeah, the third of that would probably have to be used.
If you use 1 point, it still has 2 points left.
Yeah, as I said, about the third. Maybe less.
I'd say if you're gonna use it, make sure you use it well, but you can have it for all I care. Just make sure you use it well. And, yep, Olivia hands you the chalice.
Iris, meanwhile, somewhere in the library using celerity to basically find the book she's looking for.
Yeah, like, I'll just... Is it safe to wrap it in the jacket?
It's a thing. It's in constant agony, so I doubt it'll care much if it's against your jacket.
No, I'm just more worried about the local boxes.
What do you mean?
And Silence of the Blood. Silence of the Blood, I can't really bring the fucking football. That is essentially a mid football on
Keep
the
it
street.
out of sight.
Yeah.
Or you can just use it. It might not be entirely safe, but you can.
I'll
just
check
use
what the blood is.
So you're performing the ritual?
It's more like alchemical procedure.
To identify
Like,
what type of blood it is.
Yeah, like what clan allegiance is there.
Okay.
I remember there's been an experiment like that in Downtime.
Mm-hmm. Well, you'll need to use it in your lab, so for now. You're gonna have to keep it with you and handle that in downtimes, basically.
Yeah. Right in that.
After that, Olivia reaches back into the safe. And examining the idols, Olivia pulls a few of them out. Says, all of these seem to be related to necromancy, if I had to guess. Only this one might be different. And Olivia pulls out one of the small notepads in the safe. Little thing. Out of everything in the safe, it would probably be the thing that catches your eye the least. Seems almost like filler for the room. And as Olivia pulls it out, is Iris out looking for the book still?
Iris is indeed looking for books and stuff.
Okay, so
unless
she's not in the room,
Cloudflare
basically.
Unless
Why?
Cloudflare is spitting shit gun, no.
So yeah, basically, as Olivia pulls out this small notebook, Jack and Gabriel, both of you, spot the symbol engraved on the leather cover of the book.
have I ever seen that before with my eidetic
definitely.
memory?
Definitely. The symbol.
me?
We don't know. But Gabriel, definitely. The symbol is what essentially looks like a perfect circle with a dot in the center and 4 arrows making sort of an X shape tilted to one side.
Sort of like that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show me again?
Out of character, that's true logo.
I'm going to, that has my attention, and I am going to say, may I? And hold my hand out.
Sure. And Olivia hands you the small notepad. As you grab it and attempt to take it, Olivia makes eye contact with you for a moment and then lets go.
I don't even move from that spot. I'm just going to start confirming this by looking inside right in front of her. I have nothing to hide.
Mm-hmm. So, essentially, as you sift through the pages, you can tell that this is the personal diary of one of your clanmates, apparently. It's older than, like, the dates on it. They're older than you'd expect. Older than even your embrace. However, you recognize essentially the events described in general. They're basically a set of missions that led to this guy's disappearance. And the last entry is just a week before your embrace.
The fuck? So
Even the
this is
phone
the
found that
first
weird.
thing. The first thing, like through most of this night, that has really taken his attention. I will note that. Like,
So,
it appears to be the personal journal of one of my clan members.
now why would a Magar have that and an odious chalice?
I'm not sure, but the last entry is but a week before my embrace.
Huh.
And he did go missing, according to my knowledge.
Oh, this bears...
And I believe the events in this detail what happened somewhat to build a picture.
This bears further investigation, then. Well, the sun's coming up soon, but I think we have our hands full the next week. Olivia leans out of the reading room and just shouts into the corridor, "Iris, come back."
Did I find what I was looking for?
You did. I mean, you found the closest thing. It's not an exact thing, like an exact one-to-one of what you wanted, but it's a book that has some pointers.
Yeah, that is enough for a future research into it.
Mm-hmm.
May I begin researching this? I'm holding up that journal.
What is it?
A journal from a clanmate who is missing.
I would like to get some moonlight if we can tonight, so...
Yeah, go ahead.
Just let's keep each other in the loop, yeah?
Yeah.
I have some security tasks to set up, given that we do have a domain to run. But
If you would like any assistance of the technical variety, you know how to reach me.
you can do the research of these specific items. That will
Very
help
well.
plenty. I'm not going to learn anything new from the experimentation angle, so investigation is what's needed here. For now, let's go back to the haven.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Yep.
I'll even message my let's say employee, because he's not really my ghoul, that I need some clear roads to the way to the place.
Clear roads, as in built roads.
No, as in if the cop stops us, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I see.
Just ignore this car.
They're gonna call in a bomb threat on the other side of town. Still in that.
Sorta, probably, yeah.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to divert police attention when you need it.
Yeah.
Especially in the US.
Yeah, especially if you have the fingers in the pie.
But yes, with that, we will end tonight's session. If you enjoyed tonight's session, we are a bit behind on uploads for videos, but you can find a lot of our backlogs of previous sessions on YouTube, and they will all be caught up soon. Do subscribe wherever you're seeing this, on Twitch or on YouTube. And if you like these sessions that we run, we do have a book out written by Amalia called Sabbat the
you?
Schism. Yeah, it's co-written by me, but written by Amalia. Called Sabbat the Schism. You can find the link to it below. It is a V5 book that sort of follows a lot of the same themes we have going on in this game. And do check out RS Experiments, also linked below, for the music we use during breaks and intros and such. He's gracefully provided that music for us to use, so custom tracks just for us.
Kind of
Yeah.
badass.
We'll see you guys next week at the same time for the next episode of Vampire the Masquerade Beyond Armageddon. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.
Okay.